How's it going out there, YouTubers? Cyberneticshark here with another new movie review for you. So let's get right into this review and see what I watched. So the other day I had the pleasure of watching another movie that I actually had recently gotten through my DVD.com list, that I have a giant queue going of tons of movies I haven't seen, plus also ones from my 1001 Movies to See Before You Die list as well. But I watched an awesome action kind of thriller, drama, kind of drug cartel type of film called The Savages. Now, The Savages was an awesome and well-directed film. And this was directed by the awesome and none other and only the awesome Mr. Oliver Stone. Now, Oliver Stone, we all recognize as, director of Platoon and big films like that he won Oscars for, JFK, etc. But a couple films I really enjoyed that he directed and thought were just really good films were such films as the based on the true story of the actual events of 9/11, and that's the World Trade Center film, starring the awesome Nicolas Cage. And that was a really well done movie. I thought Oliver did a really good job with it and brought exactly what happened to these unfortunate people that had to deal with that mess of 9/11. He also directed another great film that I absolutely enjoyed too, that was based on another legendary figure from, thousands of years ago. And that is the awesome epic, action film Alexander, starring the awesome Colin Farrell and Rosario Dawson and Val Kilmer and Jared Leto. A huge cast in that film. But that was a really good interpretation of what and who Alexander was. And it really gave an interesting aspect into some of the things that we might have not known, or stuff we hadn't researched or seen in actual historical biographies about him and so forth. And I thought they did a good job, and Oliver Stone made a really good film there. Now, with The Savages, Oliver Stone directed the crap out of this film. He made an awesome crime drama thriller slash drug cartel action flick. And he just did a really good job with it. He made an immense movie with lots of great action, lots of great acting, and just a really good storyline. And I was really impressed with how well done this film was. Even though it came out in 2012 and it's, been 5 years since it came out and I just finally watched it, I still feel like I just watched it when it first came out. That's how good this film is and how well done it was. Now, this film has a really awesome cast, and I was really surprised at the cast they got for this film, especially because it's, kind of a common and pretty much reused type of idea, drugs being, smuggled and sold, and people get in trouble because they don't want to sell their business to these other drug cartels, so forth. But in this film, they have an awesome all-star cast. Now, to start off this awesome cast, we have the awesome and funny and sometimes dramatic actress, and sometimes rom-com, Miss Blake Lively. Now, Blake Lively we all recognize from such films as the 2016 awesome shark film, The Shallows, which was a really awesome film. If you have not seen that, definitely check it out. It's so good. But The Shallows was an amazing film as well. But Blake Lively was really good in that. I think that's probably one of her best performances I've seen her in, and pretty much majority of her career. And I really enjoyed her in it. Another film that I enjoyed her in that I thought was a really good movie, even though it was considered a box office bomb, was the awesome DC adaptation of the Green Lantern movie, which I thought was a really decent film. Even though, like I said, it didn't do too well, I still thought it was really decent film, and it was really well crafted. I just feel maybe they miscast Ryan Reynolds as the Green Lantern because he's so good at Deadpool instead, versus being, the Green Lantern. He just seems more of Deadpool than, Hal Jordan is. You know what I mean? It's you just need a character I feel more like Chris Evans in that type of role as the Green Lantern, because he's more like that in the DC universe. But in Savages, Blake Lively's character was pretty interesting. It was very, very simple and not a super complex character, and she still delivered a decent job and made the film enjoyable. We also have in the film Another awesome actor that has been around for the last 40 years and just is an amazing dramatic actor, comedian, action star, etc. And that's Mr. John Travolta. Now, John Travolta, we all recognize, of course, everyone's going to remember him from Saturday Night Fever and Staying Alive, Grease, Broken Arrow, Face Off, films like that. But a couple films I really enjoyed him in and thought he was really cool in, and that I just absolutely appreciate his comedy talent. And these two films really showed his comedy talent. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is the awesome 2006 film, Wild Hogs, with Tim Allen, Martin Lawrence, and William H. Macy, which is a really hilarious film directed by Walt Becker. That movie is so hilarious, and John Travolta's character in it was so super funny. I laughed my butt off so hard at that film because he was just so stinking hilarious in it. I absolutely loved his comedy timing in that. Really funny. And then another great film that I feel he was in that was another good comedy and made by Disney and starring the late, great Robin Williams is the film Old Dogs, which I thought was super hilarious too. There's this one scene where John Travolta and Robin Williams have taken the wrong prescription drugs, and they start reacting to the drugs because they don't need to take them, and John Travolta basically gets this huge smiley face that almost looks like kind of like the Joker grin going on. It's, oh my gosh, it's so hilarious, and he was so perfect in that role and so hilarious, and I absolutely enjoyed it. But in Savages, John Travolta was really awesome. I loved his character. I loved that he had his natural hair in the film, that he wasn't wearing a wig or anything like that, because he looks awesome like that, I feel. And I really enjoyed his character in the film, being this, FBI type of prideful type guy, and how he was just really awesome in it, and I really enjoyed him in it. And I thought he did a really good job, and just he made the film even better. He was a great addition to the film. We also have in the film another amazing actor that I think is absolutely awesome. And just every film he's in, he's always awesome, action-packed type of guy. And that's Mr. Taylor Kitsch. Now, Taylor Kitsch, we all recognize from the box office bomb John Carter, which was a huge, one of Disney's biggest fails in the recent years, unfortunately. It just didn't do very well at the box office. But a couple films that I really thought he was good in, and I thought were decent films, were such as the 2012 film Battleship with Liam Neeson and Rihanna. And that was a really good alien attack type of film. And Taylor Kitsch's character was really awesome in it, and I enjoyed him very much in it. Another film that he was in that I really enjoyed, and that I thought he was really good in, was the awesome based on the true story film with Mark Wahlberg, Lone Survivor, which was a really intense and awesome film. That film was just so well created, and what a messed up situation those poor soldiers were in. And just how well they crafted the film to show what happened and what that one soldier that does survive had to go through. Amazing film. One of the best war films I've seen in a long time. And, based on a true story type of thing. Really awesome. And Taylor Kitsch's character in it was really awesome too. And you feel for his character, and you see the action in the film, and it's just really awesome. They all played very well together. But in Savages, Kitsch's character was really awesome. I liked him kind of as that enforcer type of guy, the, hothead type of character. And he did that really well. And I really enjoyed it because he had a vulnerable side to him at the same time, but he was so, macho and, the, enforcer, basically. He just did a really good job at that, and I really enjoyed him in it. He really made the movie flow and made it good. Another awesome actor that we have in the film is an awesome actor that has been around in pretty much everything he's in. I always enjoy. And that's Mr. Aaron Taylor-Johnson. Now, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, we all, of course, recognize from the remake of Godzilla from 2014 as the main kind of character. But a couple films I really enjoyed him in and just thought that they're really amazing films are such films as, of course, the awesome 2010 film Kick-Ass, where he plays a superhero in it, which I think is probably one of the best movies ever. Masterfully directed and just so well made. One of the best superhero films I've ever seen. And just Aaron Taylor-Johnson's character was just so awesome in it. And I love that he reprised his role in the sequel too as well. Just a really well-rounded superhero film. Another movie that Aaron Taylor Johnson was in that I really enjoyed and thought he was really awesome in was, of course, the awesome sequel and second film of the Avengers series, Avengers Age of Ultron, where he played Quicksilver, which I thought was interesting that Fox and Marvel had two different versions of Quicksilver. So it was fun to see him in the role too as well, to see his kind of impression of the character, and it was really fun and enjoyable and just interesting and a really new and different perspective on Quicksilver. And I really enjoyed Aaron Taylor Johnson in that. But in the film Savages, Aaron does an amazing job. He was so super cool in it and just, awesome. He plays it to the T. He made the film even more rounded and even better because he was a great and awesome addition. I'm glad he was one of the lead characters. He was just so awesome. I really enjoyed him in it, and it was just a really well-rounded performance. We also have in the film another awesome actor that has done a ton of different types of roles, but always kind of recently started playing kind of always bad guy roles in the sarcastic type of character. And that's Mr. Benicio Del Toro. Now, Benicio Del Toro we all recognize from a whole slew of films like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and as the Collector in the Guardians of the Galaxy films and so forth. But a couple of films I really enjoyed him in and thought he was really badass in was such as the awesome Tommy Lee Jones film, The Hunted, which I thought was a really amazing film and really well-rounded. Tommy Lee and Benicio just worked very well together in the film, and it was just a really well-done film. Another awesome film that Benicio was in that I really enjoyed and thought was a really awesome comic book to movie adaptation, and that is the awesome film Sin City, which was directed by the awesome Robert Rodriguez. Now, Benicio Del Toro's character in that was just really interesting, really sadistic, and just fun to watch. And the type of animation they used in it to give it the black and white feeling and stuff was just really cool and made him look even creepier. So, I mean, his character in that was really awesome, and I really enjoyed him in it. But in Savages, Benicio, plays that, of course, that type of character I was just talking about. And he played that to the T. He was really good in it. He played a really good bad guy. He was his usual Benicio Del Toro self, and he just made the film fun too as well. He made it very entertaining and was a great addition to the cast. Now, to round off this awesome cast, we have an awesome, gorgeous, and beautiful actress, Miss Salma Hayek, in this film. Now, Salma Hayek is just amazing and wonderful in everything she's in, and super funny, and I absolutely enjoy her in pretty much anything I see her in. But two movies that I really, really enjoy her in, and think she's super hilarious in, is such films as the awesome Adam Sandler film, Grown Ups, where she plays his wife, and I think she's absolutely hilarious in it. Super funny, super hilarious, and just a really well done character, and just a funny film. Another great film that she was in that was just came out this year and was just amazing film, and she was super hilarious in it. That is from The Hitman's Bodyguard, which she plays Samuel Jackson's wife in the film. And I think that was an absolutely most hilarious pairing for a movie ever. Them two together, it was so stinking funny. Such a great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Check out my review on it too as well, because I did a review for it. And it was just super hilarious and just fun, and Salma Hayek was awesome in it. In Savages, Salma Hayek's character was really awesome and plays a really good bad guy. You really don't see her play like bad guys really often, but when she does, she plays them so craftfully. And she just, in this film, she was amazing and awesome, and just, it was fun to watch her in this type of capacity of role. And she was very good, and I thought she made the whole film a rounded and excellent execution of a film. Savages altogether was just a really amazing film, and I really enjoyed it. Really fun and really amazing. Now, if you're not familiar with what Savages is about, basically what the film is about is Aaron Taylor Johnson, Taylor Kitsch, and Blake Lively are kind of like in this relationship. And Aaron Taylor Johnson and Taylor Kitsch run this marijuana business, and they're pretty much the biggest on the West Coast. And so this drug cartel run by Salma Hayek basically wants to have them work with them so that they can get some more capital because they keep losing profit. and basically at first they don't want to be a part of them because they like what they have and they want to get out of the business. Well, that was a bad idea, and basically the rest of the movie's about them trying to get back Blake Lively from them and how to save everything and how to keep their business. And that's pretty much what the premise of the film is. Great movie, excellent, so amazing, really well done film. Oliver Stone kicked butt with this film. Huge giant 10 Golden movie boxes up on this one. Definitely something I want to add to my collection as soon as possible. It was just so stinking good, so amazing, so well crafted. A really amazing film, and I hope and I wish it had gotten more credit for how well done of a film it was. It was really good. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Also, thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of these awesome videos, or any of my awesome videos that I release. And as always, keep your eyes out for any old or newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. And always, check out that awesome link down below, people, about the awesome Horror Pack. Now, Horror Pack is an awesome subscription service that comes right to your door of awesome 4 Blu-rays or 4 DVDs of horror films. And also, each box comes with an awesome limited edition that you can only get through the awesome Horror Pack. And these movies, let me tell you, they are amazing. They're awesome. They have such great selections. And especially if you're a huge movie fan or a horror buff, this is a box for you. And such a great deal, too, as well. So if you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments so I can hook you up with an awesome discount for your first month. That's right, people. Discount. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.